With Season 2 of Alchemy of Souls, Light and Shadow fast approaching, it's time to refresh our minds on the mythology of Alchemy of Souls, so that we're all prepared for the return of Naksu and Jung. In this video, we'll be detailing everything you need to know about Alchemy of Souls, Light and Shadow.
Casting Shakeup. With Mudok no longer in the picture and revealed to be Boyon and Naksu, it looks like Jung So Min will be taking a back seat this season as Koyeon Jung takes over reprising her role as Naksu. Whether or not we will see Jung So Min as Boyon, or how large of a role she plays in Season 2, one thing is for sure, Jung So Min has been confirmed to at least make an appearance. But narratively, we both think it makes sense, as Jungkook and Naksu were the ones who shared romantic sparks with each other and not Jungkook and Boyon.
Mythology. The world of Alchemy of Souls takes place in the land of Daeho. Mages use the power of the elements to fight and hunt down soul shifters who run wild. Among the mage families are Songnim, led by Park Jin, Sejong-won, led by Ho-yum, Jin Yo-won, led by Jin Ho-gyung, Chunbog-won, led by Jin Moo, the royal family including the king Go-sun and Prince Go-won, and Master Lee Chol, the master of Ho-yum and apprentice of So-gyung. The mages in the world practice several levels of cultivation. Jipsu, the gathering of energy, Yusu, the emission of energy, Chisu, the control of energy, and Hasu, a level beyond that few mages but Master Lee has achieved. Some notable abilities include Tansu, Naksu's signature ability of slicing the gathered water energy and projecting it into a ranged attack, and Alchemy of Souls, the ritual used in shifting souls from body to body that involves the use of a soul ejector made from the Ice Stone.
The story so far. The story of Alchemy of Souls starts 200 years in the past as the land suffered from a great drought. It was Jin So-ran who performed the grand rite, which would bring down torrential rains, healing the land but bringing with it the energy of the sky and the Ice Stone. The Choi family would go on to pervert the Ice Stone, creating soul ejectors, which would be the genesis of the ravenous soul shifters. This created a rift in the mage world, causing the great chaos, seeing countless mage families go to war. It was So-gyung who saw the end of the war, and along with Jin So-ran, the Ice Stone was sealed, its very existence locked behind So-gyung's letter to So-ran, Words from the Heart.
200 years later, the conflict was renewed as Shaman Choi of the Choi family survives the erasure of her family and soul shifts from the current queen of Daeho. However, the Ganju Janggang returns to the fold to thwart the schemes of the Choi family, sacrificing his life. The missing daughter, Jin Boyon, is revealed to be Modok, a body that Naksu shifted into while she was hunting down the mage families who killed her father. Jungkook, who was born under the King's Star, and Janggang's son, would be destined to unseal the Ice Stone and take the burden unto himself. In the aftermath of these events, Modok runs wild and the hunt begins for her. And thus we begin Light and Shadow, with the return of Naksu's light and the arrival of Jungkook's shadow. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Alchemy of Souls video. It's coming, right?
I don't know what I'm doing.
What were you doing?
I don't know.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Alchemy of Souls video. It is just around the corner. When is it coming back?
Next week.
Next week. It is going to be here next week, and there is a lot of Alchemy of Souls to catch up on. That is just like the tip of the iceberg in terms of what you need to know if you haven't, been thinking about Alchemy of Souls for a while. But, you can always go back and watch Season 1 just in case you needed
and
all
you can
of the
catch
details.
up to all of our coverage on it. We'll link the playlist in the comment section below.
But going off of the teasers and the trailers for Season 2, it looks like there's going to be a shakeup in terms of the social dynamics, right? In terms of Jungkook being the savior in Season 1, or the King's Star in Season 1, we have all of these old mysteries that have been revealed. Jin Boyon is finally discovered, and Naksu is on the run now. She's running wild, and the conflict with the Choi family and the soul ejectors is seemingly in the rear view mirror.
Right.
And so now the hunt for Naksu begins. We have Choyeon and Donggu, who is, seeking revenge for the death of her father.
Perhaps.
And so there's a lot of conflict that's renewed.
Yeah, the biggest thing that's running in my mind right now, and you guys can leave it in the comment section below, is how does her soul go back to Naksu's body?
Yes.
And then what happens to Modok's body, who is pretty much Boyun, right? And so in the teasers, we see Boyun kind of sitting upright into one of those kind of soul healing chambers or whatever, and we see her petrified hand kind of like on the table there, but it's like a split second in the teaser, right? And I can only start to assume that there's some kind of soul shifting because Soyeol has the actual body. It was never really burnt. That's like the low-hanging fruit there, but like if there's anything else more creative, we'll just have to wait and see how they actually explain it.
We'll have to update our lexicon or our lore when we get there.
Well, because there was an instance where he has the power to raise back the dead.
Yes,
but I don't know if you can raise it from the ashes.
I don't know. Well, I mean, Naksu didn't look like she was from ashes. You know, as you said, as low hanging fruit as it may be, it is the most likely scenario that Soyeol has the original body.
I'm betting on that.
So that could be the case. I can't right now currently think of any other reason other than the fact that behind the scenes, Jung So Min just didn't want to reprise her role.
No, I think
I don't think that's the case. She is making an appearance. We don't know how large of an appearance she's making, but as Boyun probably, or at least doing some like flashbacks.
The only thing I can theorize is that Boyun decided to take control over that body once again and expelling Naksu's soul back to wherever she needs to be, right? And so
it could be the case.
That's one theory that I can
That's the power of the Jin family, of course. As we were mentioning in the beginning of the video, it does make sense because not only is Boyun just not involved in terms of like the story of Jungkook. It's just Naksu. I mean, Jungkook, shared feelings for Naksu. Soyeol was meeting Naksu in the groves, and so like every single story thread leads back to Naksu, and seemingly the story thread with the missing daughter is complete. It's discovered.
And the story of the Yin and Yang Jade now comes into full picture. We were theorizing all of season 1 that would be something by the end of it, but it didn't pay off that way. But I think the payoff is going to be in season 2, whether Naksu just kind of reawakens in her old body, so to speak, and then remembers all of the feelings that she has for Janguk, and then somehow, I need to go get back that Yin and Yang Jade that I had that now Boyun has, I guess. And I don't know, maybe they rediscover. But like the one thing about it is that we're all assuming that Janguk is going to be the shadow because it feels like he's going in a much darker path, and he's like, I need to find my one true love, and I'll do anything it takes to go find her. Yeah,
he's basically Anakin Skywalker at this point. He's gonna do whatever it takes
side of the Force
to realize his love. But I think in the trailers there's a lot of conflict between him and Gowon as well. Gowon is, no matter how much Naksu refuses his advances, he seems to be perpetually involved, and I think this kind of direction for Jungkook going down a dark path is a great way to reinsert Gowon in this kind of conflict between the two, because Gowon, no matter how much we can say, he's not destined to end up with Naksu. In like the formula of K-drama romances, second lead syndrome. He's a good foil to have. He's a good person to have that will run in the way of Jungkook.
I think he's almost like from what I get from Gowon is that he's almost like the moral compass of the show. Like, as much as you wanted to hate him in the very beginning of season 1, he was somebody that was just like you were cheering for by the end of season 1. And so with the presence of Jinmoo still being there and Park Jin, I feel like Jangkook is going to there's going to be some kind of like shaky alliance with Jinmoo, because Jinmoo knows a whole bunch of stuff. He was never punished, and I think it's going to be part of his agenda to get close to Jinmoo and use him in a way to get rid of him.
But yeah, let us know in the comment section below what you're excited about in season 2 and where you think the story is going to go. Do you agree with our theories, or do you have any theories of your own? Let us know. But that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it and learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like it, and hit the bell icon to turn on notifications. But as always, this is what we're watching this Sunday. We'll see you guys in the next one. 어제의 다짐들 Ay, oh, oh, you
washing me off.